Hi everybody, it's Sandy from Sandy's Crafty Creations. I I got like a ton, like just a freaking crazy amount of replies and comments about a pour that I did a couple days ago. I can't even believe the response. It was for this pour I did. Oops, sorry. The response was overwhelming. So everybody wanted to know how I did it. Well, as a lot of us know, it's trial and error, mostly error. And you just never know what's going to come out when you start doing the pour. So I'm going to kind of go through the process that I did and see if I can recreate it, or at least something similar. And at least then you kind of know what I used and what I did. Okay. So the products that I'm using is my orange was Artist Loft Metallic. Oops, where are you? Metallic orange. There you go. Okay. Now I have no idea if this is going to help you at all, because no pieces come out the same. So, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so here's my cup, and I put a generous amount in. Oop. It's hard, I moved my camera, so it's really hard for me to figure out where you're at here. Okay, so that's how much I've got in there. It's quite a bit. Okay, then I put in Floetrol by Flood. Now this is just a guesstimate. I'm not doing any measuring. Okay. And then I mix that up really good. Okay, then I put in my water until it comes to the consistency that that we all seem to like. Don't know if you can see that. Oh, all right, here. Oh. Geez, I can't get me in the camera here. It's all backwards. Okay, that's still a little thick. So put a little more water in. That's better. All right, that's one. Then I used Daffodil Yellow by Art Deco Crafters acrylic. Okay, same thing. Oops, got a nice blob in there. I put in some Floetrol. I actually want to get a pump bottle for my Floetrol. It would be way easier. And then you mix that in. And you put your water in. Might actually need a bit more than that. Okay, that's good. And then I have my black already mixed here, but it's the same process. And then my white, what I did was I used Flow Acrylic by Artist Loft. Okay. My white. Same thing. But what I did was I added in my white, I added Artist Loft Iridescent Medium. Oops. Ah, crash. Just knocking everything over. So, oh. Okay. To give it a little bit of an iridescence to it. Now, I don't think that it really showed up that much on the canvas I did because the black and the yellow took up most of the canvas. So I might put in a little bit more white on this one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then when I put my resin on it later, it might actually show up better, but we'll see. Okay, and then put the Floetrol in. And the water. Oops. Okay, that's good. And then I used, I used my gold, my bronze. I forgot to pull that out because I've already got it pre-mixed. There it is. So it's Liquitex acrylic color in copper. It's the basics in copper. And that's what I have in here. Okay, so I think that's all I used. Oh, and then my black was Craft Smart acrylic paint. Okay. Okay, now hopefully I can do this again. So I started my cup with black. So I put in just, you know, a little bit, a couple millimeters. Then I think I put in the copper. I'm not sure which way I did all this, but I'll just keep adding until, you know, I can figure it out. Some more black. Gold. The gold didn't really, or the copper didn't really show up on the canvas that I did, which is a shame because it's a really nice gold, or copper. I keep saying gold. Okay, that's all my white. That's all my orange. That's all my yellow. Now, this is like probably way more paint than I need for this canvas. But, oh well. Okay. And then what I did was I just held it up a little bit just so it would pour. Oh, hang on, I'll change the angle of the camera here. I'll just zoom you out a little bit. Okay. So I just held the canvas up a little bit just so it would drive down that way. And I took it and I just started to pour. And then I started tipping. And just kind of fix all your edges here. And just let it go that way. See, now this one, the yellow dominated. So, take my orange, and I'm just gonna go like that. And you just tip it up a little bit more, just let it go. And there you have it. I actually like this one better. Ah, that's really funny. Now just make sure that you got all your corners done here. And all your edges. Sorry, I'm going to get in the way here for a second. Just want to check my other corner. Okay, now what I did was, oh, I really like how that went. It almost looks like flames. Oh, I was going to put alcohol on it to bring up the cells, but you know what? I'm not sure if I want to. Oh, okay, let's use the heat gun for a minute. See here is the orange is starting to pull up through. I guess the orange was heavier than the other colors, so it's starting to pull up through it and come through the cracks, and it looks really cool because it totally looks like flames. Now if I put this one next to it, you can totally see the difference. This one's way more orange than this one, but this has a lot more flaming character to it. It's really, really neat. Here, let me see if I can bring you down here. So this is what it started doing. It's almost like scales. And then you can see the orange starting to peek through when I put the heat gun on it. Look at those veins. So that was really a really neat effect on that. I just think it's really awesome the way it came out. So that's what I did. That's all I did. I just used the, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put the silicone in it, which is probably a good idea because that's why I didn't get as many cells as I did in the other one. But you know what? Usually I'll put silicone in each of the colors, but I didn't do that this time. Isn't that interesting? And that's how I got this effect. But I think if I had to put the silicone in it, The orange probably would have raised to the top a little bit more, but that's okay because, I mean, I like the look of this. So, yeah. But if, I mean, you look at that one and then you look at this one, right? It all depends on, oops, on the look that you want, right? So, yeah. So that's how I did it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.